afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Snow Hill High School commencement exercises for the class of 2022. Please remain standing for the presentation of our national colors. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Our national colors are presented by the Snow Hill High School Marine Corps JROTC. This afternoon's color guard commander is Cadet Second Lieutenant Brendan Dunn. The national anthem is presented by members of the Snow Hill High School Band. Please remain standing as Myasia Timmons provides our invocation.
Everyone, please bow your head. Heavenly Father, we first want to say thank you. Thank you for everyone sitting in their respective places as we come together to celebrate the graduating class of 2022. Thank you for bringing the class of 2022 this far and encouraging us to push forward even when faced with trial and tribulation. We ask you to continue to shelter and encourage us as we close one chapter of our lives and move to another. We ask you to guide us through adulthood as we go our separate ways and build fruitful lives for ourselves. Thank you again for all the blessings you have provided us with. for allowing us to cross paths for the short amount of time that we have, as we built meaningful friendships and made memories. Thank you once again for everything you have done and will do in our lives. In your name, amen. You may be seated.
Thank you, Myasia. At this time, I would invite honor graduates from the class of 2022 to provide remarks on behalf of their class. The welcome address will be provided by National Honor Society President Lily Covington, followed by a tribute to the parents by Josie Burkhead, a tribute to the class of 2022 by Lindsay Burkhead Morton. Kerning Mitchell will provide a musical tribute to the class. Beta Club President Riley Dean will introduce our Old Home Prize winner. Students, please come forward in that order.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to welcome families, friends, teachers, and younger students to this special day at Snow Hill High School. Most of my family and my friends know that I had a graduation countdown since the first day of senior year. And shockingly, that timer stopped at 3 p.m. today. I don't know if you noticed, but there has been excitement at the halls of Snow Hill High School. This excitement is about us. The excitement started to peak when we had prom, baseball and tennis winning regionals, and our graduation walk this last Wednesday. There is excitement in the air, and it is all about the class of 2022. Our entire school community, your teachers, your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, your brothers and sisters are so proud of all of us today. Thank you all for joining us to celebrate all the work that we have done.
Before I begin my speech today, I would like to thank each and every parent or guardian for attending the commencement of the class of 2022. From the class as a whole, I can say that we appreciate you guys more than you think we do. Tonight I stand here in front of practically half the town of Snow Hill, hoping to show you guys just how much you mean to us. Throughout my academic career at Snow Hill Schools, I have learned to be extra appreciative of the such great parents I do have, especially my mother. Without her, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'm sure it's a surprise to many of you. When I was younger, I used to be the shy kid who wanted none of the extra attention on me whatsoever. But my mom, on the other hand, has always been that parent that makes sure I get all the attention I deserve and much more. With that being said, this year has been the most eye-opening realization for me that none of my mother's actions should go unappreciated. So for my last few moments as a senior at Snow Hill High School, I would like to say thank you to our loving and dedicated parents for always making sure our greatest achievements don't go unnoticed. The graduating class of 2022 has some of the best parents that have come through Snow Hill High School. Parents who never miss banquets, award ceremonies, school dances, and play an active role in each fundraiser pertaining to Snow Hill High School. One huge action that doesn't go unnoticed is the amount of support from our parents at sporting events. Although Snow Hill is a small school, the crowd always shows up and delivers. Having said that, I wanted to share how grateful we are to have parents that go above and beyond to make sure they don't miss anything. This long and hard journey to graduation has been made possible by the parents here today. You guys have put in the time and effort to push us to be the very best versions of ourselves. We have all counted down the days, us graduates excited and anxious for this day to arrive, while you, our parents, pray for time to slow down. Although it seems like no amount of time has prepared you enough for this day to come, just know that every little ounce of you that you have poured into us is the reason we are here tonight. As each one of us step into a new chapter, please know that your guidance and selflessness have prepared us for our journey ahead. One last time, Snow Hill High School's graduating class of 2022 would like to say thank you. Let's give a round of applause to our wonderful parents.
To the class of 2022, I don't think we could have done a better job. Without question, we did not have a traditional 4 years of high school. With so many factors out of our control, we were forced to adapt and overcome so much within such a short amount of time. Even though some may want to say, well, others have had it worse, that does not diminish all the hardships we have faced. No one else but you truly knows the battles you faced, academically, physically, emotionally, socially, with others, and within our minds. We were able to tackle the smaller issues, like being placed in a class with none of your friends, to forgetting your jersey on game day, or forgetting a glove on parade night. When the biggest challenges came our way, we were able to deal with those issues fairly well, although not always with ease or with grace. Then came to the challenges of getting a license, balancing work and internships with school, and deciding what to do after graduating. After leaping over those hurdles, we are now crossing the finish line. When I decided to write this speech, the first thing I thought about was the speech I wrote for our 8th grade graduation, a letter to our past selves. After refreshing my mind of the wise words of 8th grade me, I found the advice that I gave to myself and to you all still applicable years later. Even though this advice came from 14-year-old me, over the years I have found it to be life advice, not just something cheesy like 18-year-old me imagined it would be. The first piece of advice I have from middle and high school me is this: shoot your shot with every good opportunity you're given. There's no telling what could happen, and you'll never know what you're capable of unless you take that chance to find out. This advice allowed me to be here today speaking to you all. Although we like to illustrate the unknown as something terrifying, I think we need to change the narrative. No one knows what the unknown holds. Uncertainty is normal, but we must not demonize the uncharted waters of life. Do not let your fear hold you back from being great. The next piece of advice I have is this: learn how to protect your energy. It is essential that you surround yourself with people who do not drain us or drag us down. Do not allow people in your life to continue to break boundaries, even if their intentions may be pure. Prioritize your feelings. The company that you keep must be supportive, uplifting, honest, loving, and passionate. They must allow you to grow and achieve. Even though it's in our nature to connect and bond with each other, we are each on our own journey. At the same time, you are making decisions on who to hold close to your heart. Remember that you must always be the kind of person that others would want in their lives. The third and final piece of advice I have now is from the current 18-year-old me. Do it because it means something. Whatever it is that it means to you. It's impossible for life to always be how we want it to be, but it's crucial to fill in the gaps. Going through life only to do the things you feel obligated to do will never bring you satisfaction. Discover the things around you that you are able to find meaning in. Search for the people, places, and things that bring you genuine joy. Remember to reward yourself with a life that is vibrant and worthwhile. To the class of 2022, thank you for being here and allowing us all to join to close out this journey. I know that no matter what this next chapter holds for each of us, we will continue to persevere and stay resilient. As we leave behind our legacies here, we are stepping into a new stage of life that will allow us to flourish even further. Congratulations to the class of 2022. We made it. At this time, Kernigan Mitchell and fellow band members will perform an original tribute written by Kearney.
Good afternoon. My name is Riley Dean, and I'm the president of National Beta Club. I want to start off by congratulating my fellow graduates and thanking everyone who helped us get here. In 1912, John S. McMaster created the Old Home Prize with the intention of encouraging students to write about the rich cultural history and heritage of our Eastern Shore. Mr. McMaster was an accomplished teacher and lawyer who was born and raised in Pocomoke and spent his childhood in the Worcester County area. While he eventually relocated to New Jersey as an adult, he never relinquished his love for the shore and created the Old Home Prize as an appreciatory gesture. At commencement each year, one graduating senior is given the honor of receiving this award. This graduating senior must be recognized as summa cum laude in the class, and he or she is chosen for the number and extent of their extracurricular activities. The recipient of this award presents an original essay on the topic related to Eastern Shore history. This year's deserving recipient has been a member of the soccer, basketball, and softball team. She is a member of Beta Club, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and Worcester Technical High School's Honor Society. She will be furthering her education at Old Dominion University, studying biology in hopes of continuing on to medical school and becoming a pediatrician. This year's recipient is not only an excellent candidate because of all she has done, but also because of the person she is. Having the pleasure of knowing her for more years than I can count has been a blessing in more ways than one. Whether it's her undeniable determination to get whatever needs to get done, or her ability to continually better not only herself but everyone she's around, or even simply her ability to make you laugh. I couldn't be more proud to announce your Old Home Prize winner of our 2022 graduating class, my friend, Miss Lauren Elise Moses.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I would like to say a huge thank you to everyone for being here and a huge congratulations to my fellow classmates for making it to this point in our lives. I am so proud of each and every one of you. As the recipient as the Old Home Prize, my prompt was to write about the Eastern Shore, and looking at the list of past topics chosen by past winners, let's just say I felt disconnected. The list included talking about Snow Hill's one stoplight community, but since I come in Route 12 every day from Pocomoke, I think I would consider it 2 stoplights. I could have chosen to talk about the waterways and ecosystems of Delmarva, but to be honest with you, I never took marine biology, so I don't think I'm that qualified. Another possible topic was the poultry industry, but personally, I don't know anything about chickens, hunting, farming, or actually anything to do with the production of anything, so that pretty much exhausted the list of possible topics I'd been given. In an effort to find inspiration, I took a break from writing my speech and went to my favorite place, the beach. While on my way there, I got stuck in traffic as we passed the famous Assateague ponies. In case you are unfamiliar, these are not the type of ponies that everyone wanted at 7 years old. This is a group of 300 ponies that have lived on Assateague Island for hundreds of years. That's when it hit me that I should write about these animals that were so adaptive to the world around them. But before I gave a speech on these animals, I decided it would probably be in everyone's best interest that I did some research first. During my research, I discovered that no one really knows the true history behind the ponies on Assateague Island. Some people believe that the ponies originated from a Spanish ship that wrecked off the Virginian coast, while others believe that they were freed by 17th century colonists trying to evade livestock taxes and laws on the mainland. Despite the fact that we may never know the true history of how these wonderful creatures came to inhabit the island, does not change their value today. Their current beauty will never be defined by their history, despite what it may be. The same concept is applied to everyone here. Through life, no one will truly know your story. You can try to explain to someone what you've been through, but only you will truly know and understand it. However, despite your journey, you cannot allow that path to dictate who you will become. Whether you excelled in school or whether you just got by, that should not affect where you will go and how you see yourself. So my first challenge to my classmates is to look beyond the past and view your life as something beautiful that only you have the ability to control. Just like the ponies, although you cannot choose your past, you have the choice to decide how you attack your future. Another point I would like to highlight about these animals is their ability to adapt and survive. The Assateague ponies over hundreds of years have learned to thrive and live off of marsh grasses and fresh water from ponds. These ponies have adapted their bodies, habitats, livelihoods to be able to thrive on the island. Their only source of food is marsh grass, which contains extremely high levels of salt. So they have learned over time to consume nearly twice as much water as a typical horse to survive. So despite that these ponies weren't necessarily made for Assateague Island, they still face this problem head on and found a way around it. In our lives, we have all faced challenges, whether they're personal, physical, emotional, social, or even global. However, I can proudly say that everyone here has every skill they need to tackle every problem they may face in the future. We are all here today despite what past we may have, and that is a beautiful thing. Which brings me to my second challenge. Just as the Assateague ponies have adapted over time, I encourage you to face every problem as something you can work through even if you have no clue how. My last challenge relates back to the tourist that decided it's a perfect time to go 10 miles per hour in a 30 to admire these wonderful creatures. I'm sure like most people here, we have let our impatience and maybe some choice words slip during these situations. But as I was writing this speech and reflecting on this experience, I wish I had viewed these animals like the tourists that have traveled hundreds of miles just to see them. I wish I had acknowledged their beauty the same way I pointed out their amazing qualities to you all for the past 4 minutes. When we see beautiful things every day, we often overlook their qualities. However, seeing a beautiful thing every day does not lower its value. It only makes you that much more lucky to have it as a part of your life. I wish I had come to this realization earlier in my life, because now as I stand before you, our time is coming to an end. Our opportunity to see the beautiful things in our life experiences and our adversity of our teen years is drawing to a close. But where one door opens, one door closes, another door opens. And it leaves me with my final challenge to you. Admire the beautiful things in your life. Not just the physical beauty, but also the emotional beauty, the mental beauty, the unique beauty, and your own individual beauty. Life is far too short to zoom past what's beautiful going 30 miles per hour. And on that note, I hope you can revel in the beauty of our musical selection up next by Ian Fortel.
Wonderful. Thank you, Lauren, for reminding of us all of all the things we love about the Eastern Shore and our Snow Hill community. And thank you, Ian, for the beautiful rendition of Corner of the Sky from Pippin. Wonderful, and how very appropriate. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Worcester County Public Schools, a proud Worcester County Public Schools graduate. Mr. Lewis Taylor has been a part of our school system for 38 years, with 33 of those years being in leadership. Under his leadership, the Worcester County Education Foundation was established, not to mention the numerous local, charitable, and service organizations to which Mr. Taylor dedicates his time. He is a devoted public servant and is fully committed to the young people of our community, and we are proud to serve under his leadership. Please welcome our Superintendent of Worcester County Public Schools, Mr. Lou Taylor. Following Mr. Taylor's remarks, Lauren Hall, Senior Class President, will introduce our keynote speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Purvis, for that very kind, and I mean kind, introduction. Good afternoon, graduates, family, and friends. I am extremely proud to be a part of today's celebration of this incredible achievement. I want to commend you, our class of 2022, for reaching this milestone. As each of you step into the next chapter of your life, whether it be at college, the armed forces, or embarking on a new career, you will carry this day with you as a reminder of exactly what you can achieve. To our families in the audience, today I want to thank you for your continued support of your child and of our school system. It is no small part because of you that your child is on this field today. I know, and you should be, extremely proud. Now, I know this is a day when, as superintendent of schools, I would tell you about our academic successes, not just here at Snow Hill High School, but across our county. And of course, Worcester is still that shining beacon of success academically, but what I would like to focus on today is, in my opinion, equally as important. It may seem trite or unused, but school systems love to talk about how they teach the whole child. Well, in Worcester, we actually do. Sure, we want our students to cross this graduation stage armed with the knowledge needed for their next pursuits, but here in our school system, we want to graduate students who are risk takers, who are innovators, who are kind and empathetic to others, and who are invested in their community. In short, we want our students to become a generation of citizens ready to shape the world of tomorrow. As I look out on these rows of students this afternoon, I am extremely filled with pride, a lot of pride, because I believe we have accomplished what we have set out to do. Sitting before me are young people that know how to advocate both for themselves but also for others. Sitting before me is a generation that embraces the unknown and creates opportunities where previous generations have only set limitations. You are young people who hold each other and all of us accountable for our actions and lean into those values that you hold so very dear. During a commencement address several years ago, former U.S. Secretary of State Madeleine Albright once said that we must use the knowledge we have gained here to be more than a consumer of liberty. You must also be a defender and an enricher of it, employing your talents to heal, help, and teach both here at home and abroad. Knowing what I know about this class of graduates, your arrival into the world of adulthood couldn't come at a more perfect moment, because I believe you will do just that. You will be a generation that seeks to enrich both our community and the world beyond it. You have immeasurable opportunity before you. And as someone who has had his fair share of years to make my own mark on this world, I am so looking forward to seeing what you will do in the years to come. Class of 2022, congratulations on all your accomplishments, and I hope that you will continue to carry yourselves in the manner that we have seen from you thus far. On behalf of all of us here today, I want to say thank you for making us all so very proud, and thank you to both you and your families for allowing us to be a part of your childhood. Many of you have shared your lives with us since kindergarten and even before that. And it is our joy to see how far you have come to develop into young adults. I wish all of you the best in your futures, wherever they may take you. And as always, may God bless the class of 2022. Thank you.
National award-winning educator Dr. Andrea Nikki Blake is passionate about overcoming obstacles and helping others become the best version of themselves. Dr. Blake was named the 2017 National Life Changer of the Year Spirit Award recipient. This award defines the experience that one receives when they have encountered time with Dr. Blake. Dr. Blake is a graduate of Snow Hill High School from the class of 2000. She graduated with honors, all while being an active, well-rounded student, playing soccer, basketball, and track, as well as being a member of the illustrious drum line in the SHHS marching band. Dr. Blake overcame one of her obstacles during her senior year of high school, where she got pregnant. Despite that huge obstacle, Dr. Blake matriculated at Salisbury University right after high school and earned a degree in elementary education with a minor in mathematics. Dr. Blake began her education career in Worcester County at Pocomoke Middle School, where she taught math and was a leader of many various after-school groups, including sports, and co-founded the Gentlemen's Club for Young Men. She continued her education and earned a master's degree in administration and supervision from the University of Phoenix. While raising 6 kids as a single parent, Dr. Blake persevered and earned her doctoral degree in educational leadership and supervision. Dr. Blake worked at Snow Hill High School for 1 year, where she taught Algebra 1 and pushed students to believe in themselves. Dr. Blake is currently an assistant principal at James M. Bennett High School, where she continues to be a life changer for all of her students. Please welcome Dr. Andrea Nikki Blake.
Thank you, Lauren, for that introduction. What an honor it is to stand before you today to give advice to this wonderful class of 2022. First, I would like to thank Dr. Purvis, her administrative team, and the teachers of Snow Hill High School for their hard work and dedication in helping all students succeed. I would like to also thank all the parents, guardians, and families for being there for your students, for showing up to all the events, for giving them advice, for being their shoulders to cry on, as well as their biggest cheerleader. But most importantly, thank you for not giving up on them. I truly want to thank the class of 2022 for choosing me to share this special day with each of you as you begin a new chapter of your lives. I started with you when you started your high school chapter of your life in 9th grade. I was able to develop relationships with this class through either teaching you at Pocomoke Middle School, Lauren, Riley, Madison, and Lily, or teaching most of you here at Snow Hill High School during your 9th grade year. Some of you I had the pleasure of coaching along with Sergeant Meekins and Mr. Donaway, and some of you I knew from the community. Regardless of how we met, you will always have a special place in my heart. Even though I left after your 9th grade year, I tried to stay in touch with some of you, as well as support my Snow Hill kids as much as possible. So it is a pleasure, an honor, more so a blessing, to be able to not only start this chapter as Miss Blake of your high school experience, but also to end your high school chapter as Dr. Blake together. We have all been through some tough times, especially during the last 2 years. But this class has truly persevered through this pandemic, and I cannot be any more proud of the accomplishments that all of you have made. It was 22 years ago when I was in your shoes. I can clearly remember sitting in the front row on the stage in the auditorium, anxious, nervous, scared, and hot, not really knowing what my life would look like outside of high school. I was also about to overcome one of the most difficult obstacles that I would have in my life. You see, I was 6 months pregnant when I graduated high school, even though I graduated with honors and in the top 10 of my class. During this time, I thought my world was going to end, but I knew that I could not let this stop me from pursuing my dream. Someone once said, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. I graduated May 30th, 2000, and I had my first child September of the same year. I knew that I wanted to become a teacher, so I took the first half of the year off and started Salisbury University spring of 2001. Even though I had a baby, I did not let that stop me from being the best me I could be. Believe it or not, there were people who counted me out. There were people who said that I would just be another statistic. There were people who did not believe in me, but I also had people who didn't give up on me. Even though I had people who supported me, I knew that I could not give up on myself. I believed in me, and I knew I had the power within to overcome the stereotype of teen pregnancy. So like the eagle I was, and the eagle I am, I did what eagles do in the midst of a storm. I soared. Did you know that when all other birds try to flee from the storm and hide its fierceness, eagles fly into it and will use the wind of the storm to rise higher? As you begin this next chapter, there will be more obstacles that will come. These obstacles may be designed to try to stop your progress. They may try to intimidate you and make you feel like you can't go on. They may try to make you feel like it's not worth trying. But I am here to tell you that regardless of what obstacles you may face, you have the power to overcome it. How do I know that each of you have the power to overcome it? Well, I'm glad you asked. I know that each of you have the power to overcome any obstacle because you have used that power to fight through this pandemic and be successful. You were resilient. You persevered. You soared higher above this pandemic, and you will continue to do so in your next chapter. Even though we have all shared this obstacle of COVID together, each of you will have your own set of obstacles that you will face in the next chapter of your life. Don't let any obstacles, situations, or even people stop you from being the best person you can be in this life. We only have one life to live, and I implore you to make the best of it. I hope that I can help you prepare for what you will face beyond your high school years with these 7 characteristics of an eagle. Number 1, eagles have a vision. As eagles, we set our goals and stay focused on the steps to get us to achieve those goals. Once you see it and believe it, then take the steps to achieve it. Joe Barker once said, "Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. But vision with action can change the world." Number 2, eagles are fearless. Eagles do not run away from storms. They face them head on and overcome them with power from within. Remember that fear is just false evidence appearing real. Be confident in yourself and know that you can do anything that you put your mind to. Number 3, eagles are high flyers. Eagles are one of the strongest birds. They do not sit around and complain. Instead, they solve problems and find solutions to make any situation better. Eagles continue to fly high, meaning that we never stop learning and we never stop loving. Learn something new along this journey, and don't be afraid to share it with others as you learn. And most importantly, love unconditionally. Maya Angelou said that people may forget what you said, they may forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Number 4, eagles do not eat dead meat. In this life, we will need a strong support system that will encourage us along our way. Be careful of the company you keep. Truly know who is there for you and who is against you. Do not surround yourself with people who do not have your best interests at heart. Instead, surround yourself with like-minded people. Remember, the company you keep is a reflection of your character. Number 5, eagles possess vitality. Vitality is the state of being strong and active. Continue being the strong young adults that you are. Some of you not only had to fight through the pandemic, but some of you had to fight through depression, insecurities, rejection, heartbreak, and grief. But just know as eagles, we are strong and resilient. Also, be active in whatever you do, whether that is being active in the community, be active in your church, and be active in your families, and be that positive light that people need. Number 6, eagles nurture the younger ones. Even though eagles are aggressive, we also are gentle when it comes to the younger people behind us. It is important that you give back to the community and show the younger generation the roadmap that will also lead them to success. Number 7, eagles are tenacious and they never give up. Eagles never give up, especially Snow Hill High School Eagles. Regardless of what life brings, never give up because we will never give up on you. Don't let anyone tell you that you are not capable of greatness because you are. Some of you know and have experienced my 7 characteristics of an eagle, so this is more than a speech. This truly comes from the heart. If you ever need guidance through the 7 characteristics of an eagle, I hope that there are many eagles that have come before you as examples, and I'm just another one who has shown you how to fly. So I implore all of you today to never give up on yourself, and always know that you have the power within to overcome any obstacles in life, and you can do any and everything that you put your mind to. In conclusion, I would like to leave you with this poem by John Greenleaf Whittier. If you don't remember anything I said today, remember these 2 words: don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but do not quit. Life is strange with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a failure comes about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell just how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. May God bless each of you and go show this world what Snow Hill High School Eagles are made of. Congratulations to this incredible class of 2022.
Dr. Blake, on behalf of the class of 2022, we thank you so much for sharing not only your obstacles, but sharing with these young eagles those 7 characteristics of a strong eagle that they are. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize and thank our special guests for attending to this afternoon's ceremony. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Joining us from Worcester County's Board of Education, Mr. Bill Gordy, Snow Hill District Representative, President Elena McComas, Member Nate Passwater. Thank you. Joining us from Worcester County's Central Office, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Lewis Taylor, Chief Safety and Human Relations Officer, Dr. Dwayne Apt, Chief Academic Officer, grades pre-K through 8, Ms. Denise Shorts, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Vince Tolbert, Chief Operating and Academic Officer, grades 9 through 12, Dr. Annette Wallace, and Communication Technology Assistant, Mrs. Jordy Kuzak. Thank you. Also, other administrators from Worcester County Public Schools, Mr. Tom Zimmer, Worcester Technical High School, Dr. John Kell, Assistant Principal, Snow Hill Middle School, Mr. Matt Record, Principal, Snow Hill Elementary School, Mr. Stephen Boyd, Student Services. Thank you. From our elected officials, we are so excited to have our mayor and one of our parents, Dr. Jennifer Jewell. Also, from Worcester County Sheriff's Department, Mr. Matt Christofoli. Thank you. And as you see our students and you see our staff here today, I would like to recognize and thank them for the outstanding job they do with our students each and every day. As I call your names, please stand. Assistant Principal, Dr. Brian Phillips. Assistant Principal, Dr. Scott Tingle. April Bagwell. Rebecca Benson. Keith Donaway. Dietrich Downing. Monica Forrester. Robert Jadwin. Ari Johnson. Pam Lauer. Mark Pages. Tracy Record. Jessica Savage. Brenda Short. Ashley Strebig. Brittany Tigner. Matt Wallace. Paula Witt. Rose Zollinger. Tanika Shockley. Ty Manuel. Thank you. And Verdell Shaw. Thank you. I would like to recognize students in the class of 2022 that are ranked in the top 5% of their graduating class. Students, please stand as your names are called. The top 5% in the class of 2022, Lauren Hall, Ashley Hawaisen, Sage Lebeski, Lauren Moses. Thank you. Worcester County Certificate of Merit is awarded to students who go above and beyond the minimum requirements for a high school diploma. Students receiving the Certificate of Merit: Lindsay Burkhead Morton, Josie Burkhead, Lily Covington, Lauren Hall, Alexis Harper, Victoria Harper, Ashley Hawaisen, Sage Lebeski, Elizabeth Thornton, Ben Trejo Munez. Thank you. Excelling in scholarship, leadership, service, and character are the graduating members of the Snow Hill High School chapter of the National Honor Society. I'd invite these graduates to stand and be recognized. Thank you. Promoting the ideals of achievement, character, and leadership are the standards for which the National Beta Club are founded. Would the members of the National Beta Club please stand? Thank you. One of the highest honors for a technical high school student is achieving membership in the National Technical Honor Society. Would these graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Inspiring a keen interest, enjoyment, and strong scholarship in mathematics, would the members of Mu Alpha Theta please stand? Thank you. The National Art Honor Society recognizes students who have shown outstanding ability and interest in visual arts. These students have attained the highest standard in art scholarship, character, and service. Would the members of the National Art Honor Society please stand? Thank you. Worcester County Public School uses a three-tiered system for recognizing the academic accomplishments of our top-performing seniors. Based on the weighted grade point average, students can achieve the status of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. The grade point averages used in this recognition are calculated with grades in 5 core areas: English, science, mathematics, social studies, and world languages, and any advanced placement classes. Summa cum laude recognizes those students who have achieved a grade point average of 4.05 and above. Magna cum laude recognizes those students who have achieved a grade point average of 3.90 to 4.04. Cum laude recognizes those students who have achieved a grade point average of 3.80 to 3.89. Students, as your names are called, please stand. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have called. Achieving the honor of cum laude, Derek Hammond. Thank you. Achieving the honor of magna cum laude, Madeline Cook, Riley Dean, Lucy Murphy, Myasia Timmons. Thank you. Achieving the honor of summa cum laude, Lindsay Burkhead Morton, Josie Burkhead, Lily Covington, Lauren Hall, Alexis Harper, Victoria Harper, Ashley Hawaisen, Sage Lebeski, Kernigan Mitchell, Lauren Moses, Mackenzie Williams. Thank you. Over the course of this school year, this outstanding, resilient class of students have accomplished many significant things. This afternoon, I would like to highlight some of the accomplishments within this class of students. Students, please stand if this statement applies to you. Within this class, we have 2 students that are licensed cosmetologists. Within this class, we have 1 student who was offered over $1 million in merit-based scholarship from 12 colleges and universities. Within this class, we have 9 students who have completed 4-year STEM academies at Worcester Technical High School in computer science, interactive media, biomedical science, thank you. In addition, 39 other students have completed trades in law enforcement, culinary arts, nursing, and education at Worcester Technical High School. Within this class, 60% of this class completed CTE programs at Worcester Technical High School. That's an outstanding accomplishment. Within this class, we have 2 students who are the very first Snow Hill High School regional champions in tennis. Also within this class, we have several regional championship teams: girls soccer, baseball, indoor track, outdoor track. Within this class, we have 7 future teachers, hopefully in Worcester County. Also within this class, we have 4 students who will continue their athletic career at the collegiate level. Within this class, we have 3 students who are attending historically black colleges and universities. Within this class, we have 7 cadet volunteers with our local fire department. Also, within this class, we have 1 student who has completed 8 advanced placement classes throughout his high school career. Within this class, we have 6 future nurses. Within this class, we have 3 students who were selected for All Shore recognition and music. And within this class, one of those students has been recognized all 4 years of high school for All Shore band. Within this class, we have 1 2-time state champion in the shot put. Within this class, we have 1 talented artist who will take over $100,000 in scholarship money to art school in New York City. And finally, within this class, we have 1 student who has completed 28 credits at Warwick Community College. Unfortunately, Emmy Goddard is not here, but I'd like for her to be recognized. The graduating class of 2022 has been offered over $3.4 million in merit-based scholarships. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in saluting this exceptional class of students. As we are prepared to distribute diplomas, I invite the Worcester County Board of Education President, Ms. Elena McComas, Board Member, Mr. Bill Gordy, and Superintendent of Worcester County Public Schools, Mr. Lewis Taylor, and Dr. Blake to join me at the front of the stage. Mrs. McComas and members of the Worcester County Board of Education, as principal of Snow Hill High School, it is my pleasure to certify that these students have met and exceeded the requirements to receive a high school diploma. Parents and guests, graduation from high school is truly a momentous occasion for our students, their families, and friends. In preserving the dignity and the respect of this formal event, I ask that you remain seated and refrain from shouting out names. We realize that the excitement is high. However, we want each of our graduates to hear their names called and recognized with pride, dignity, and respect. We appreciate your cooperation.
Lindsay Nicole Burkhead Morton. Josie Marie Burkhead. Lily Grace Covington. Lauren Elizabeth Hall. Alexis Marie Harper. Victoria Lane Harper. Ashley Catherine Howisen. Sage Michael Lebeski. Kernigan Pike Mitchell. Lauren Elise Moses. Mackenzie Ray Williams. Riley Amelia Dean. Lucy Rose Murphy. Myasia Nicole Timmons. Derek J. Hammond. Maya Renee Boyd. Grant Brenner Gursky. Colby Todd Heiser. Wyatt Michael Lohman. Elizabeth Paige Thornton. Luke Anthony Adkins. Zamaya Lachey Kolick. Danielle Renee Deschong. Chase Allen Farlow. Jace Mackenzie Rabin. Brianna Latia Shockley. Haley Lene Welch. Madison Lynn Bars. Natalie Elizabeth Bowden. Cade Austin Hastings. Benjamin Trejo Munoz Jr. Rebecca Marissa Yor. William Philip Green. Kaylee Danielle Thornton. Maurice Lavette Ames III. Briley Grace Day. Thank you. That's good. Hunter Cord Bilbro. Caleb Michael Bradford. Nathan Jeffrey Bradford. Dustin James Bratton. DeAndre Kayvon Bratton. Darius Tyrese Brittingham. Jonathan Jason Brittingham. Brooklyn Marie Burke.
Alexander Cordoba Flores. Kylie Jean Idlet. Madalena Lily Dean. Joshua Brian Evans. Ian William Ray Fisher. Trenton Thomas Fletcher. Amir Zakai Harmon. Isaiah Shamar Hassel. Naeem Abdul Khalik Ibn Ishmael Hassan L. Xavier Tyrese O'Brien Holden. Anthony Lee Heath. Travis Jason Hudson. Zahim Damar Jackson. Jacob Edward Jones. Caden Mackenzie Jones. Iden Thomas Lors. Emma Victoria Lynn. Caitlin Marie Marshall. Roy Allen Meekins. Lisa Nicole McMillan. Jaden Douglas Newcomer. Daniel Ryan Outen. Ian Jeffrey Portell. Bryce Nathaniel Purnell. Felipe DeAntonian Correa Redmond Jr. Rebecca Rose Staines. Adam Miles Sterling. Nathan Andrew Stinson. Kayla Jalen Turner. Christopher Deshaun Waters. Jayance Manier Watson. Gracie Kansas West.
Congratulations to the class of 2022. Graduates, to confer your receipt of your high school diploma. Graduates, move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Snow Hill High School graduated class of 2022. Parents and guests, please allow our special guests and graduates to exit the stadium first. Thank you. We got you. Thank you. Thank you.
Just enough to get off in this club, have me a good time before my time is up. Hey, let's get it out.